Didn't go through.
Oh, thank you.
Palms heading mid, a minute 45.
Okay.
90%.
Perfect. Let's start putting him down. Fly horn then. That'll work. Kite.
I have become the butcher's blade.
Palms heading mid. Minute 15 on palms. Palms heading mid. Undecided velocity is mid. Rear horn.
Okay. Update on Psalm's health.
Palms is 70%. 40 seconds.
Ulti dump it if you got it, guys. Let's leave Holmes alone for right now. Not ideal, but let's do it. Kite. Blow this, yeah. No worries. I got you. You have a colo, Sam?
Palms is in range.
Yep.
Watch the defense.
My horn, drop a dawnbreaker on foam. Okay, perfect. Get him down, watch the bacon.
Oh, perfect.
Palms heading mid.
Kite. Make sure to be
Undecided
straight
colo.
now. Alright, wipe it. So what's holding everyone up on films? Also, for the sacks, do you mind switching to a war horn for the resources?
Sure.
I mean, I give it a try. If it ends up putting you in the ground straight away, then I
No.
totally get that. But if you don't mind doing that, I think it might just help folks a little bit more.
There. T's on.
So you can still have whatever you want on your other bar barrier or whatever, and you
Yeah.
can still have it for like an oh shit moment. So if
Yeah.
everyone wants to take a second to reload UI or whatever, that's totally fine. I know Recast just DC'd.
That's
But
exactly
we
what I'm saying.
still seem to be getting snarled up on films, so...
It would probably be safer if everybody just hard targeted Thumb from the start when he's in. Because
Yeah.
he's only getting to 50 or so %,
Okay,
and he's not getting burned before he
then we
raises.
can just do that.
It's kind of, yeah, inconsistent. Like, sometimes he's going down perfectly normal. Some isn't.
Yeah, the downside is just if we target films completely right from the beginning, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But if we do that completely, we need to put him in faster, ideally, than that 3-minute window, because, like, then we're not getting any burn on Olms, and we just want to make sure we stay in our window. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can just try that then. We can certainly try that.
We're just making sure we're ulti dumping.
Thumbs is not getting cleaved at all. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, that's just
Is it
it. He's not getting any cleave.
Like, if he's only at 50% after 3 minutes, he's not gonna get cleaved down.
Yeah. And he is what's holding us up because, like, we can afford to have him be enraged for a couple of seconds. We can't have him be enraged for a huge amount of time. It just dominoes the entire thing. You know, whether or not IR, just even as we're trying to get closer and closer, like, it just becomes unrecoverable. So we can work toward that point with Felms then where we get him down starting in a minute 30. That's totally fine. He's got higher resistances than Lothus, and maybe that's something we just still need to work on. That's okay. So we'll just do that then. We'll treat that like it's just a standard VAS clear, or standard VAS hard mode, right, where we just focus Felms straight away to put him in the ground. If we're doing that and Lothus is still at a minute 30, that should still stagger the timers enough. I'm also open to feedback.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think let's try.
Part of the reason I like reaching out for feedback is that I can watch all the videos I want. I can be in all the other IR progs, and you know, you guys can be too and such. But every group comp is different, right? So it's nice just to get the feedback from the people in the group. All right, let's go ahead and give it a go.
He's done. Work our
You're
way
saying?
down.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
we'll work our way down.
Sounds good. Do you and Undecided have an ulti? I don't right now.
I do. She does.
Looks like a yes.
Yep.
Okay. If it's an emote, I'm just too far away, so I couldn't see it. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So if you guys are group 1, then I'll just be group 2. All right. Here we go. Pulling 3, 2, 1.
There is no justice here, only judgment.
Love that. Prepare for Kite. It's okay. Zoss is bad at making games. I say it all the time.
Spectre like this.
Let us know when you're able to come back up, Kite. Oh, you're up. Okay, perfect. What reloading UI help? Sam, let me know when you've got a color. Okay, my horn. Okay. Hopefully I gave you enough space there, Klaus. It's definitely a slower
Protect
push to
exit.
the next jump. Try and pick that up. Mike, watch out and
Do it when this protector is down.
big jump in about 5%. Okay, start focusing him. Yep. Start getting to your sides. Be aware we're likely going to get another kite before we get jump. Because that protector's up. Yep, there's the kite. First to jump. 2%. There we go. Okay. Let's get Lothus down so that we can start giving our attention to Foam. Fight.
Fragmented.
Yep. Put him in the ground, because those cones are gonna hurt.
Undecided.
Good job. Jump on main tank.
Very hard.
During kite, it's gonna be rough. Nope, main tank down.
No T. T down as well.
Yeah.
I got the edge of that spin. So yeah, jumps.
Yeah, if the jumps look like they're gonna be a little crooked, just try and get some more. Sometimes it's hard, so no worries. No worries, it's okay. I'm not upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sir. Thank you.
My turn.
Minute.
Update on film.
Film coming in like 85%.
You need to focus quite a lot better. If he doesn't go down here, I'm gonna have us wipe, and we won't adjust positioning. My horn.
Almost had a fault. Undecided velocities.
Oh, come on.
Kite's down too.
That shouldn't have.
War hard.
Protect on entrance.
Watch the cone. Please, please.
Film's heading mid. 20 seconds. Right.
What's he
50%.
at? Okay. Hopefully everyone is hard targeting phones.
I know.
Film was coming mid.
We survived.
What's films at?
26%.
Michael.
And he's on a weird jump
shit.
position too.
Okay. Bad spit. Front kite is down.
I got an enraged beacon.
I don't know, he seems kind of calm to me. Kite. My horn, I need the resources. So, both of our kites are down, so be careful you guys don't have a healer. Wipe it. Wipe it. There's no point doing catch up. Alright, what's going on with films? Because
He definitely got a bit behind
Go ahead.
because of that jump that clipped us both. But even then, we were still probably without that an extra 15 or 20% behind.
yeah, I mean the jump that took out you and I, you know, it was jump plus kite, and that's fine, but that should have like still been it. So there's got to be something.
Yeah, I'm like definitely didn't
So-
know, but it wasn't the reason.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That was very kind. Just because, like, we need to workshop it sooner rather than later, because otherwise we're sort of just going back to a hard mode prog. And so if we can figure out what it is now, we're not going to just continue trying to replicate the same problems. Because focusing him from the off also wasn't necessarily the way to go. So, well, that's kind of just it. The protectors are up for way too long, and Felms isn't going down, so it's a little confusing. So I think this is also where the last half hour POVs will be really helpful to go into the POV channel. But we'll give it another pull. I'm not going to do a fresh instance or anything like that. But the main goal, just to kind of make everything abundantly clear, right, is to target ohms with everything that you have up until 75%, right? We want that second jump to come really close after the first jump. Like, he should ideally, and this is something we need to work toward, right? But ideally, we should be getting maybe only like 1 or 2 kites in before we're getting that 75% mark. And so we really shouldn't be extending that, right? So everything on ohms, Felms should be getting, or Lothus should be getting cleave, and then a heavier focus after 130. The protectors need to go down straight away because, like, a lot of our ulti groups are definitely throttling because we're waiting for that gold bar to go away. So that just, if it's near you, turn and focus it. If it's not near you, you have to make that sort of fork pattern, right? Which is, you know, just goes back to standard just VAS hard mode practices, and not trying to be preachy or anything like that, I promise, right? But that thing where if it's over on the left hand side, literally just come across this way if you're on the right, to such a point that if you get stuck in a kite, you kite straight back this way, right? So you're almost making like a fork, and it kind of mangles your lanes a little bit, but you have to do that to be able to get the protector down, because otherwise we're going to be snarled. Totally fine. The other thing is, like, can everyone hear everyone okay? Because I know sometimes protectors are getting called out, but it's kind of quiet. Some of the call-outs are a little bit muffled or mumbly, so I do want to make sure everyone can hear everyone okay. But I can go back to calling out when the minis are out and things like that, but that's a lot more clutter from me as well, but I'm happy to do it. But so I do want to make sure that everyone can hear okay.
Can everybody hear me okay? Because I seem to be the one.
You're very quiet, but yeah.
So it was whoever just also said he was quiet.
Okay, so that's Brew and Beth. Or Nuket, okay, cool. Yeah, so just if... No, we're just trying to adjust volume. You're fine.
Everybody can hear me.
Yep.
Is this better?
Much.
Am I echoing?
No.
No.
Okay. That was a problem the other day.
Alright, the other thing is, if we want, we can try and have something like, I know Recast is over on this side, we can try and have him help and be more of like a shot caller if his mic's a little bit clearer. Not for like the timers or anything, but just for focusing, if that would help. I mean, I'm conflicted between people not hearing stuff and then people having too much clutter, right? Which is why I've cut down on a lot of things that I've been adding and such. Let's go ahead and love that for us. Okay, so yeah, Recast, if you want to maybe help do some supplemental shot calling right now, that would actually, I think, be awesome. Especially since you've muted Brew, so obviously you won't be able to hear him since he's yelling. No.
I did. I didn't mute him.
Yeah, I know. Okay, but I think that might help, because I know people play with their mics at different volumes and things like that, and we want to make sure everyone can hear it. I think maybe if everyone can hear a little bit better, it could be that, but that's why I wanted to work this. Again, we are going to stop at 9:45-ish, because people have other runs, So I want to try and get at least one more pull in. I don't want a fresh instance because I don't want to deal with load screens. So when everyone's ready, please stack up, and then someone over there let me know when you're ready, because you all just look like a giant horde on the other side of a dragon ass. So
Dad.
Miles,
Frost is stacking on me.
we're all here.
Front and back kite. Make sure you guys are calling the jumps out a little bit more clearly. Sometimes I can hear you guys, plural, both of you, and sometimes I don't. And it can be as simple as just 1, 2, 3. I know there's a lot going on, but sometimes that helps, because like if I hear 1 and then I never hear 2 or 3, it does leave me full of anxiety, wondering if like Felms is going to land on my face region. And so if I had been a little more prepared for him landing on my head, that happens a fair bit in progs I've been in, but that plus kite, I probably would have just like popped a no shit ulti or something. So. Okay.
Quick question.
Sure.
This is Silver's first time running with us, right?
Mhm.
You guys know like which side you're healing on jump?
I threw hots down on both sides.
Okay.
Basically, Silver said that she's OP. Frost, what side are you taking?
I've been doing the entrance, but it's nice to know that Silver has my back, both sides.
Okay, so I'll make sure that I'll throw the other one on entrance and make sure Springs is on exit then.
Perfect. Okay. Cool beans. All right. Let's get into another poll. Again, there's always growing pains and things like that when we have a new roster. It's no worries. All right, here we go. Pulling 3, 2, 1.
Creation is a lie. There is
No.
only torment for you here.
I get prepared or undecided.
If undecided's good to go. Yeah. Thank you.
400.
I have dropped it towards the end.
Side.
Yeah. Last thing I'll say before it becomes battle comms is I do appreciate all the feedback, because I feel like that's how we'll work together best.
Keep damage being party jumping.
Yeah, don't pull that off. Prepare for kite.
Lucas is up. Willing to light timer.
Team's pick.
Mic on. Let me get this.
After the jumps, Frost, run toward me if the ground is clear, and I'm gonna purge you, because the jumps do a purgeable block.
Oh, it's okay.
No, it will actually help overall with efficiency and dots and such,
Undecided.
because you'll be able to keep your buffs better. That's what I do for the front kite. Otherwise, I just forgot about it. Keep pushing till jump. We're about 4% away. Or no, we're about 1%. I can't count. Get to your sides. Math is good.
Minute
Push
30.
to jump. Get the protector down. Push him to jump. There it is. Good job.
Undecided will drop as soon as he's.
Kite.
Flame is merciful before the end.
45 seconds on this.
Put him in the
Thumbs
ground.
down.
Hard target Thelm. while he's
My
here.
cone.
Jumping.
One.
Protector exit.
2.
Very clear, thank you. Okay, come toward me. Just a smidge.
25
Push that.
seconds on
Go
both
back
of
up.
it. He's at 30%.
Thumbs heading mid.
Kite.
Carry your horn.
My horn then. Oh shit. Okay.
Sorry.
That's one.
Thelm's is behind group.
Yeah.
Come down.
Lotus is in range.
Or Thelm. Lotus.
Okay, get him,
Thumbs
get him
heading
in the
mid.
ground.
Kite down.
Okay.
Minutes on thumbs.
Everybody get a res.
Jump something.
Love that for us.
Thumbs heading mid.
There's a protector in it.
We still need silver up.
Minute 30, 80%.
Poor Sam's been taking the jumps.
Hard target
with his
Thelms
face.
while
Yeah.
he's in, and then when he jumps, get the protector. Protector still at exit.
Thank you.
Lotus is up.
Thumbs heading mid.
Hard target Thelms. It's coming in.
Minute 10, 70%. Undecided Chrono.
Just want it noted that my wife tried to
Move
kill
Thelm
me.
in back kite.
You're fine.
Ignore the protector. Stay on Thelms.
Silver, did they get you or have you been down the whole time?
Okay, second time. I know how it feels.
My
Get
cone.
the
There's
reses.
a number jump.
Jumpy.
There's
Two. Thumbs heading mid.
Watch the breath. It's on an angle.
Notice.
Kite. Thank you guys, by the way, for trying to get me. I know there's been a lot.
One.
2.
Thumbs heading mid and breaking in 10.
What's his percentage?
He's
Turn
at
around, hard target. Killing. Up. Full be bomb.
He's in rage.
Do you have
Watch
a
the
polo?
big
I've got a horn. Silver, did you just say that you had a horn?
I split it.
Okay. I'll wait until the force falls off.
3.
minute 30 on Lotus.
He's an asshole. My horn.
Thumbs heading mid.
Okay.
My cone.
1.
2.
Thumbs heading mid.
Hopefully we'll put him in the ground.
Minute on Lotus.
He's down. 30%.
I thought it was at 50. Alright, I'm holding bosses until you're
No,
up.
50 was.
1.
I love that.
2.
3. Back kite down.
Nice. Both the kites are down.
Everybody's dead.
Just wipe it. Thank you for shot calling. It's 9:43. It's okay. Alright. We've had a